New tonight, one of the largest school districts in Wisconsin is now working to figure out what going back to school will look like. They still don't know. Tom Durian is in Waukesha, where the hours-long meeting is still going on. Tom?
Yeah, Steve, it is still going on upstairs. Started at 7 o'clock. In fact, you might be able to hear it because my laptop is running it here on the side, so we can make sure if they do take a vote that we have it for you. Now, back on July 30th, this board voted to go back to school 5 to 4 in person. But with the recent COVID numbers, the superintendent here decided to add this new phased-in plan to go for a vote, and it's had some mixed reactions tonight. School board members were met by protesters outside tonight's meeting. The group of parents and students want kids to go back to school in person this fall, many of them citing poor learning conditions with the virtual schooling during the pandemic.
I can say honestly that I didn't learn much or anything at all this past break.
Many of those for in-person learning pointed to the district's survey of families and teachers, which said 65% wanted in-person learning, while 25% wanted virtual learning.
I do not know why the surveys are being filled out if we're not listening to what we're being asked.
A parent who was also a teacher in the district advocated for a phased-in approach.
I'm not terrified of getting sick. I am, however, extremely concerned for my students.
The phase-in plan is also a face-to-face plan, but it is data-driven with measurable markers for getting us to a safe, sustainable return to face-to-face instruction.
The phased-in plan calls for virtual learning at first and then transitioning into in-person learning when the positivity rate in the community is less than 5% for 2 weeks. But many believe that is a benchmark that will be hard to reach and cause students to learn virtually through most of the year.
And the next meeting we're going to have is going to be to add 13th grade to Waukesha School District.
So phase 3 is going to be all students back in school. The superintendent says the hardest real metric for them to reach here is going to be social distancing in school. You can see the meeting is still going on right now. We'll monitor that and have the latest for you on TMJ4.com and tomorrow morning on TMJ4 News Today. Reporting live in Waukesha, Tom Durian, TMJ4 News.